Did you see the crack they made at the end of the episode?
Next Friday night at 8, catch a brand new Korra adventure you can't see online or anywhere else but here.
Yes, we know we screwed up! Okay, focusing.
Well, if there's one thing you can say about the Avatar Korra creators is that they are remarkably in touch with their fan base if the Ember Island players aren't a dead giveaway. And they have apparently been listening to all of the claims of abandoning Korra at the end of Book 2 because now in Book 3, the similarities to the original series are really starting to stack. I mean, not only now are we traveling with an open-ended mission, now we're also fugitives on the run from possibly deadly criminals, and there's a declaration of war from an unsympathetic monarch. I'm not complaining, it's just, that's a fact. I was actually a little taken aback about how quickly we left Ba Sing Se, considering not only how long we spent in Ba Sing Se before, but hey, it's another conspiracy! Come on, Legend of Korra, don't you have to drag this out for 5 more episodes? But no, already the group found where they were being held, they busted them out, and then we left. But I now see it was because this was the setup. The Earth Queen is now officially our new Ozai. Yeah, big shock. The Earth Queen turned out to be an underhanded, completely obvious power-tripping tyrant. Well, she does employ the Dai Li, who apparently only work for crazy evil people. Wait. Backtrack. First, Jinora can spirit project. Okay, actually that's kind of cool. Another thing about the old Team Avatar was that everyone had different skills, and everyone had a skill that someone else couldn't do. But here, pretty much Korra can do what everyone else can do. It's nice to see a new kind of power being used that Korra can't just automatically implement. Plus, spirit projection being used for infiltration, it seems so obvious now. But more importantly, we had a Lake Laogai callback, and we didn't see Jet's skeleton. Wasted, Korra staff. Wasted. But seriously, I have no reason to complain. I'm glad the story is moving forward. I'm glad we got to see this kind of quaint because it's early in the season and there wasn't a lot of build-up, but still action-packed breakout. I'm glad we're moving on to go see new places, but most of all, I am glad that Kai finally got some sense beaten into him. And I admit, they did a really good job letting us feel sorry for him even after all he's done and making us feel like he really has learned his lesson. And frankly, I really like not prick Kai. It's reassuring to see that his rebellious nature prevails even with his back against the wall, and that he was still merciful to the other airbenders. And at least now that the group split up, we don't have to endure any more of the Kai Bolin family love fest. And most importantly, we got some answers. Well, not answers, but some backstory to the evil Planeteers.
Where Sokka is finally mentioned again as one of the people who initially imprisoned them. Oh man, if we find out they're the ones that killed him, well, I'll be sad, but most importantly, we had better see a flashback of that. And oh yeah, we saw them finally break the final firebender out who can firebend with her. Yeah, we saw that before, we're bored already. You're missing the most important thing. This chick does not have arms. And she owns this scene that is officially number 5 on Avatar's most epic jailbreaks. You don't count! Seriously, Minghua for Best Evil Planeteer. Okay, seriously, we need a real name for this group. I'm not exactly Michelangelo when it comes to naming stuff. Oh my god, who has been watching the Turtles reboot? And I have got to focus on what I'm currently doing.
But if episode 4 reminded us too much of Last Airbender, then episode 5 was a welcome change. Both in pursuit of another airbender and to keep Korra safe, the non-benders visit the metal-bending city of Zhao Fu, which is basically just a city of regular Avatar fans because everybody in it worships Toph, who apparently is still alive, by the way, because the only reason you would bring that up is because she's gonna come back later, right? Right? But Lin refuses to go in at first because of this mysterious relationship to the city's matriarch.
Lin never told you about me.
Lesbian lover, lesbian lover, lesbian lover.
I'm Lin's sister.
Gah! That would have been the obvious answer. But seriously, the outcries of Korami are right. It is about time we see some sane gender relations in the animated universe that doesn't involve blatant sexual assault. Dubious consent, my butt. Wait, what did she say?
Half sister. Same mom, different dads.
You know, if you listen really carefully, you might be able to hear that exact moment where fanfiction.net just exploded. So after the creators casually threw that diamond at their fanbase, this episode doesn't have a whole lot to do with the overall plot as far as I know at this point, and nothing that gets brought up is resolved until next episode, but this is definitely my favorite episode so far. Firstly is just the city of Zaofu. One of the most intriguing parts of the Avatar world building is seeing just how each nation shapes their cities and their culture around their bending element. In this case, it's not just that Zaofu is made out of metal, but because metal bending represents this unforeseen, untapped potential of benders, the city's philosophy is all about achieving your maximum potential and exploring possibilities, so it's a city of intense creativity and arts and ambition. As apart from Republic City, which like I said is just a 1920s Chinatown, there's a really unique beauty and aesthetic to Zaofu. There's this alien Roman-inspired art school vibe around it. Plus, just look at how those shields fold in on the city and this is so cool. Wait, a city heavily focused on innovation and ambition? You know who this would be really great for? Hi, Varric! Apparently the creator mindset is to keep everything good from Season 2 and basically forget that everything else happened. Which means Season 4 is all going to be about Avatar 1, right? Right? But I can't tell yet if Zaofu is sinister or not. I mean, apparently there's this terrible secret about Lin's sister and, Varric, and anything aiming for ambition has this Slytherin stink on it, but the acknowledgement of second chances does give a very tender feeling to the place. Second great thing about this episode, character breathing room. Like I said, Korra's seasons so far are so packed to the brim with plot and everyone having to solve the problem right away that there's barely any time for characters to develop at their own pace. Now, a part of that is unavoidable as the first season of Korra was made initially to just be one season. But now that it's been concluded that there will be 4 and only 4 seasons, the creators can design and space out the rest of their story accordingly. The open-ended goal of gradually rebuilding the Air Nation and eventually fighting Team Anti-Avatar allows for a lot of free time to explore the other aspects of our characters. I mean, finally we have some decent focus on Lin, one of the highlights of Season 1. Unfortunately, right now she's kind of being a moody, unsympathetic cow. But it's obviously setting up some big, prominent reveal for next episode, right? Right? Heck, even Bo Lin has something to do this season. Oh wow, that was a bad choice of words. I mean, he might start learning metal bending. Yes, that's what I meant. But I did like how Opal bitch-slapped his player talk, but I don't know, I'm still kind of a Bolin Eska fan, but I agree that the writers did that all wrong. You cannot imply that he liked her the whole time. That is just not possible. I am convinced that he just got carried away with his own performance. That is what happened. Now all we need is something to stop Mako from being so depressing. Though I did like how he made that crack on Bolin's taste for women. So, during all this time, what's Team Anti-Avatar doing? Well, I have no idea, but Tahir snuck into Air Temple Island and almost instantly got discovered and kicked out. These guys, great at breaking out of impossible jails, kind of suck at stealth. It was a nice little bit of expansion for him, and I'm glad Kaya got to do something, but I'm not entirely sure what the point of that whole scene was. I am glad that we got to see new airbender recruits on the island, but seriously, I could care less for the rest of Tenzin's spawn. So yeah, I am straight up dying for the next episode that I totally have not already seen. So let me know what you guys are looking forward to seeing in Korra this season. Is there something specific you want me to review? And seriously, are you watching this? In the meantime, you remain awesome, Animaniacs!